for the 5 people that watch this video, and for the 4 people who think Final Fantasy VII is a good game, you're all wrong.
Oh, Edgar! Edgar! Oh, that sucks to be so bad right now.
Too bad. I don't roll that way.
Dude, no homo, really? Not even a little?
Not even a little.
I'm sure there's at least a little.
Okay, maybe there's a little.
Oh, yeah.
But for those of you who think, oh, Cloud is a badass, you're all fucking wrong. You're stupid in every way possible.
Shots fired. Now, why do you think that, Edgar? Why do you think that?
A lot of people like to say, yeah, let's just fucking skip the cinematics. Final Fantasy may have some good cinematics, but they're awfully long. And I mean long. But anyways, a lot of people think Cloud is a badass. For what reason? I don't know. Maybe because he carries around a big sword. But he's no special than your average spiky-haired teen anime.
Ooh. Edgar going deep. Edgar with the deep cuts in both prices and in throats.
But yes, he is a whiny little bitch.
Ooh.
Please let me finish.
I've never been so turned on in my entire life.
Oh, well, it's only gonna get better. But yeah, Cloud, he's like this whiny little bitch that is always so sad, and although in the movie they made him look like a badass, but he still was.
And the movie sucked.
Advent Children was okay. I'll admit that.
It wasn't. Had a horrible plot that made barely any sense.
Yeah, but it was still good, dumb fun.
Okay, pause what you're saying. We're going to continue this. I just need to say, hello, people. We're back with Final Fantasy XIII. The hiatus for this game is over because, case in point, I got a new PC. Stop it! I'm accompanied by Edgar, who you would probably know from the last cut, or whatever. But yeah, so Final Fantasy XIII. We're back with this game. Edgar was ripping into Final Fantasy VII. So please continue what you're saying about their amazing protagonist, Cloud Strife.
Okay, well, if you're going to cut the beginning of the video, I'll just say it again. How Cloud is an emotional little bitch.
Oh, wait, let me just repeat. Let me just say. Okay, so I know I probably skipped the part because I lost all my data from last time. So let me just give you a recap. Saz, Snow, and Lightning, my favorite character, are all on this ship. Well, fal'cie, which is basically a god machine. And Hope, being the whiny little guy he is, chose to do what every teenage boy does and follow the half-naked girl around and to follow her orders. In which case, one such order was to steal a hover bike and follow someone onto this fal'cie. Which is why we're here, running around with monsters running around, and we're going to murder every single one of them we come across. Edgar, you know what to do.
Okay, before I get back into that, I just want to say something. Like, everyone praises Lightning for being like this.
No, they don't praise Lightning. A lot of people hate Lightning because
really?
She's not Cloud.
Well, that's besides the point. The people that played this game, they really like her because like she's this very like she can hold her own. She's not very. She is feminine, but not in the damsel in distress way. And this is like her costume right now, and the way she's running, it's going completely the other way.
Wait, this Vanille? This is Vanille.
Oh, okay.
This isn't Lightning. This is Vanille. She's 19. She's not 21. Well, should I go for the item?
I feel stupid.
You should. We'll get to Lightning, and then you'll see me gasm. Okay, fine. We're gonna get to Lightning right now. Let me just. Wrong way. Balls.
So, tell me about the combat system.
The combat system. Well, if you haven't seen the first other videos, which was like months ago when my crap top was actually working.
Too long. Didn't watch.
TLDW.
Yes, that should be a new thing.
TLDW, where it's like instead of watching, you read it. Okay, but anyway, the combat system. Much different than other Final Fantasy games because ATB, active time battle. No turns, you have to pay attention. Now, it's interesting because you need to pay attention, you need to actively choose, which is something I do later on in the game, but I don't do that now because there's nothing to choose other than attack. Which is a common complaint people have with this game, is the fact that it plays itself. If you just like keep pressing auto attack and it's like it just does it for you in a sense. Fucking murder those dogs. So that's a common issue people have with this game. I was supposed to go over here.
Herp-a-derp.
But yeah, so people just hate, like, people, like, this game got a lot of hate. See, like, and I honestly prefer this game over 7. I played 7 now. If you're gonna yell at me, let me just say, I played 7. I've beaten 7. I know 7's story. I hate 7. I played 13. Now, on 13, I'll admit, it ended on a good point with this game. And then it had the second game, which it did not need at all. Which I played, and I beat, which is a story behind me beating the game, but Reneil's explaining some plots. Blah, 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 she's a girl, down to her boobs, But, the second game, not needed at all. And the way it ended, literally, to be continued.
Kind of like how Halo 2 ended with Master Chief saying, finishing this fight.
He didn't finish the fight yet.
But yeah, so then they come out with Lightning Returns, which was a good ending.
It finally gave everyone the happy ending I felt they deserved. Except it was like god awful depressing. Like the second game though, god awful depressing. Like it is just so sad, but it gave birth to my favorite villain ever of all time. And look, here's Snow. He thinks he's a hero. He's not.
Isn't he voiced by Troy Baker?
Yes, he is. He's voiced by Troy Motherflippin' Baker.
And for those who don't know who Troy Baker is, do we have a list for you. He's Joel from The Last of Us. He's also
Delson Rowe.
Yes.
Oh, you're heavy. Thank you.
He's also...
That was me moving Edgar's chair back, but he's heavy, so he had to move it back himself.
It's not fat, it's power.
It's what?
It's fat. It's not fat, it's power. It's
power.
It's a Paul reference.
Why are you weak?
It's a Paul reference.
I've never seen Paul.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. You know I don't watch movies. The last time I was even in the theaters watching Pacific Rim with you and Sarah.
Which, might I add, was a great movie.
I'm just surprised it didn't bang when they finally got back up to surface after the whole boom boom thing. But, you can't have everything, can you?
Back to subject. I love Troy Baker.
Oh yeah, Troy Baker.
Yeah.
Right.
Before that, we were talking about how the ending of Lightning Returns, but
we'll go back to that.
Let's go on a little checklist. Troy Baker. He's a really up-and-coming voice actor, and I really like him because he played Joel in The Last of Us.
He's like a video game Johnny Young Bosch.
No, because...
Yes, Johnny Young Bosch has been in everything. He's like Johnny Young Bosch is the anime version of Johnny Young Bosch.
Yeah, but Nolan North used to be the Johnny Young Bosch of video games. Because Nolan North was in pretty much everything. Even in, like, small, like, menial roles or stuff like that. He was Nathan Drake from Uncharted. Possibly the most likable video game character you can find.
Nathan Drake, you mean a male Lara Croft?
Yeah, which a lot of people love.
Tits.
Abs.
What?
Tits to abs. People. Who doesn't like big tits and rugged good looks? It's like a compliment to each other.
Wait, saying girls with the rugged good looks?
Dudes with rugged good looks.
So you're in the guys with rugged good looks?
I'm not saying anything.
You're saying everything. Oh, hey, it's Jake.
Wild Pickup is online.
Pgub. Will Pgub.
He's online again. But anyways, Troy Baker, bottom line, good voice actor, seems like a really nice dude. Now, back to Lightning Returns and its sad ending with all...
No, it had a satisfying ending.
Okay.
The sad thing was 13 too. That was just god depressing. Like so much oh, hey, Saz. And there's lightning.
Okay.
What do you think? Okay, now we can continue on the whole characterization.
Are you going to continue, Edgar? Wait, where do we leave off when the guitar... We got sidetracked to hell. Where were we?
I thought that other girl was Lightning because it's been a while since I even watched or even seen any sort of Final Fantasy game. So you might have to forgive my ignorance.
He's like, oh, cover your ears. Oh, blast charge? Look what he does.
Why is he the biggest pussy?
And look what she does.
Forgive me, Door.
Door, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. Just let me in like you used to let me in.
Please.
Please, Door, please.
Hey,
God, look at her.
how'd you open it?
The power of vodka. So if you don't know what I'm talking about when I compare Lightning and her love of vodka to everything else, you need to read some headcanons from Lightning, from text from Final Fantasy 13. Hey, it's 9 a.m., put vodka in it. But it's 9 a.m., put vodka in it. Yeah, I know how these sprays work. It's basically deodorant that repels monsters. Okay, so continue. Edgar.
Yes, I got confused.
No!
Uh-oh. Looks
No,
like we got a
screw it, I'm
fight.
Lightning. Let's go. Let's go. Come at me, bros. Yeah, he got me. But yeah, my whole idea on the whole Lightning versus Cloud thing, Lightning blows him out of the bloody water. In the sense of just overall being a better character. Because, for one, Lightning doesn't think she's someone else. Yeah, you know that, Edgar, right?
Yeah, he has like this delusional fantasy that he's
someone who died. And you know what's worse? That was him. That was more interesting than when he finds out what he's really at. Like when he becomes himself. Who he was when he thought he was someone else was more interesting than who he really is. Which is kind of sad when you think about it, right?
Yes, because he was like some sort of soldier that did terrible things or something or another.
Yeah, who's now a mercenary. But he thought he was a soldier first class. But then he played Final Fantasy Crisis Core. And when I played that game, you know what I realized?
What?
I wish that Cloud was the one who died and Zack was the one who lived, because Zack was just overall a better character. I like Zack. I hate Cloud.
I mean, the reason I don't like Cloud is because his overall personality, how he pushes people away, and...
Okay, but to be fair, in this game, Lightning does that. She just wait. Like, when you see like her get Odin, that's because she's pushing someone away.
You are right in that sense, but...
Like, I'm trying to be like, I know I love this game and I hate the other one, but I'm just trying to be fair here. Like, I'm not going to say, like, this game is perfect. I'm not going to say, like... I'm not just going to ignore the obvious things like that. No, I'm just going to point things out as I see them and make it fair.
I don't remember Cloud owning up to his mistakes, though. That's what I don't remember. And it's been a while since I've played Final Fantasy VII, so I may not remember everything in correct order. But Cloud is like... everything from how he fights to his interactions with others, it's always him being reluctant. I get it. I'm a horrible person. I shouldn't be alive right now. But
You really shouldn't.
But if the whole point was for Cloud to have a shot of redemption, and him just being so reluctant to even take that shot, says something about Cloud.
Yeah. Whereas in this game, Lightning, she starts off, not gonna lie, a bit of a cunt. She really that. Because of the things she said to her sister, like, one line is like, but you remember, if you are one of these monsters, it is my job to deal with you. And I'm like, whoa! Jesus, like, calm down. And then but like right now, even though that took place before what we're doing now, and even though she said that, she's going through all this to save her sister. Which I think is just amazing, right?
Well, she certainly doesn't favor anybody. But anyways, unlike Cloud, Lightning has some character development.
Yeah.
And yes, he did like that. Cloud did like that woman that was stabbed, and there was a whole...
Aerith.
Yeah.
Aerith.
And then she was
Which
dying
and then there was a pretty convincing game theory on how he's the one who killed her.
Yeah, but I don't really pay attention to those things.
You don't know? You've never seen game theory though? They went through this whole thing about how Cloud is the one who killed Aerith because of certain reasons on how she was still alive after he got stabbed, but Cloud basically drowned her alive. And I'm like, and I made Rob, a friend of ours who's a big Cloud lover, read that, watch it. He's like, oh, I'm not accepting any of this. But yeah, so Lightning does have development. Like, she realizes certain things about herself. Like, at one point in the game, she realizes she's basically been corrupting this young boy with her ideals of how a person should be acting on a set path of revenge, and she's like, oh wait, what have I been doing? No. Okay, look, you need to listen to me right now. Do not do anything of the things I've already told you to do. Just don't. Those are bad. Those are no-nos. Just put a flaming bag of dog crap on his doorstep and leave it at that.
As opposed to Cloud, who, even after the events of everything, does Advent Children take place after Final Fantasy VII?
Yes, after.
Yeah, he's still that droopy little emo kid. And I
well,
get
to
it.
be fair, he was kind of on a death sentence in that game because of the geostigma, which was causing him spasms and pain and could have killed him, I think.
And I get it. He's been through a lot, but at some point or another, he's surrounded by all these people, people who just want to be friends with him, who want to help him.
I blew him up with a grenade. Look at that. The grenade goes off, he's nowhere to be found. I blew him into oblivion.